So we're taking a look at our Speltgrass crop here. Um, and this is actually my first time doing this on YouTube Live, which maybe just saves me a little bit of editing trouble. So I mentioned in an earlier video, which I haven't posted yet, so clearly haven't mentioned publicly, is what I did with this Speltgrass was treat it very much like wheatgrass. Now they're very similar crops, but they're different, and we're now starting to see what some of those differences might be. So this is a crop that I soaked for 20 minutes before sowing and then covered with a 15-pound block as I would for any of my wheatgrass crops. So what I saw with this one is clearly this is very, very nice growth, but very, very poor germination. And so what I found with Speltgrass is, okay, clearly a 20-minute soak time isn't going to work. So what I'm going to do is bump that up to an hour. Now, I know a lot of people will soak wheatgrass for much, much longer, and I'll just reiterate the point that I'm not an advocate of longer soaking times unless they're required. I find generally shorter soaking times have advantages in the sense that they're adequate for proper germination, and the quicker you get a crop, soaked, sowed, and covered, usually the better crop you're going to get. So here we can see what a crop looks like if you don't have very good germination. This was a seeding rate of about 175 to 200 milliliters of seed. So in my next sowing, I'll do the same amount of seed, but really soak that seed for a bit longer. And if 1 hour doesn't work, then probably what I would do is do a jump up to 4 hours. So I'm going to do this in increments. And after that, I'd be thinking about, okay, well, how do I soak a seed like this, and how does it fit in with my daily schedule? I'm not looking at this from a commercial perspective. I'm looking at it from a just managing my life perspective. From a commercial perspective, you're often thinking the same thing because maybe you don't want to be soaking or sowing seeds at a certain time. You don't want to do that on a Sunday. You don't want to do it in an evening. So these are important things to consider in terms of how you manage your soaking and germination. So there we go. I'll keep you posted as I do another soaking of wheatgrass or speltgrass to see what we get with our next results.